Hello and welcome to another episode of Geoma City Building. One episode ago, I think it was not the last one, but the one before, I actually informed you about a confession I have to make that I did make some things in advance because they were just too complicated to build in one run and therefore were not recorded. One of those things were actually the train hub, and I did already enhance a little bit of the structure over there for later improvements. But what I actually want to show you this time is the other thing I made in advance, and it is an airport. Look at that. So what I actually did was I connected two islands, removed all trees, make it all sand, and put on an airport. Now, making a custom airport can be somehow complicated, mostly because of the hard way to find out if the airport layout is actually going to work. So that's why I didn't record that, because it has a lot of waiting until the planes come and where the planes go and if the planes are actually going to work. So I'll just give you a short oversight of what actually did happen over there. So first on, this was connected to this piece of highway, which is already working and flowing. So this highway is exclusively going up to the airport island. So the airport island basically has this is called a loop. Normally they call it a loop. So the loop is going to enter the airport over there, so all the peeps can go in there and they can go back to the main interchange highway and go back to wherever they want. And we also have a cargo airport. I actually did some live videos about trying to place the cargo airport on a custom airport, and this actually did work quite well. So in order, a quick roundup, if you want to have that as well, you do need the, I think there's a mod called, I'll try to find the link and put it in the video description, but I think it was called some airport roads. So you get the vanilla style runway and taxiway. And I would recommend watching my live video about playing around with the custom airport, which has a lot of information on what to expect. It's a little bit lengthy, because there's a lot of waiting involved, but it's on a test city, so everything is running much faster than it is actually running here, where we do currently have 25 frames per second. But it's still pretty fluid, because there's another tip from me: just turn off VSync in the options, and at least you get some smooth scrolling around, but you do have to click a little bit more focused until everything works. So I maybe have to upgrade my computer sometime, but not yet. So the cargo board, for that one you need the mod with the roads. Then you that's basically it. You just then need a terminal. This one is from the workshop. I don't even know the word of it. CHOEX International Airport. Maybe look that one up. I think that's going to be it. And then you connect that one with taxiway to the runway. And this is a dual runway. So one is for landing only and one is for starting. And the way to achieve that is to have, can we see the, to have the taxiways basically connect in a way that they only can go one way, and normally it should work, but not always. So there's another live video I made about testing that one out, and it didn't work in every case. And you may have to look out for the actually airport ways. Not sure where that's going to show. Yeah, here we go. And they shouldn't be too close to the actual terminal. So I think that's one of the reasons it doesn't work every time, but in that case it's already working. And the cargo terminal, you need the touch it mod, and there's also a live video about that one. What you basically have to do is touch those roads which go in there. This is basically the vanilla cargo airport you got with some DLC. I think it's not in the default, it's not vanilla, it's some DLC type. But then you place that one, and then you have to touch those roads, and you have to touch, and no, you either touch only that road outside there, and or if you want to have that one remade, for example, you want to change the direction, then you have to touch those as well, and to have to touch those as well, because otherwise you can't connect them. So, and that when you do that, you connect the taxiway to the touched road, and then it won't work by the first time. It doesn't work. So you remove the road again, and then you get a single piece of road in there appearing. Wherever that comes, I have no idea. Remove that, and if that's gone, you can then connect normally to the cargo port, and it should be working. So what this cargo port actually has is it has a train connection. That's why I actually used it, and it has 3 terminals for cargo planes. And what we see here, that's basically a road. It goes underneath the airport. There's a tunnel in there, and you can move it to make them smaller. So the tunnel goes over there. Then we have a piece of sunken road, which I think that looks pretty good. That's why I made it that way, which has the highways and the train connection. So the train now actually goes only into that cargo hub, and the highway goes underneath the terminal up here, and we could prolong it over there, but we didn't yet. And then it has one road going up here, and that's a one-way road. It comes, I think it's from the, somehow I always forget that name, network extensions. Yeah, network extension, you get that single piece road, which I use there, and I have another road because I plan to have a cargo harbor over here as well, but not too sure about, because it's pretty far away from the actual cargo line, so I'm not sure if that's going to work, because it is a little bit odd to connect that one up. And there's a mod to actually modify the ship lanes, and maybe I'm doing that or make another one, but I'm not too sure about that yet. So it's still something to decide what we can do. So basically, that's our airport. This airport is actually completely working. It just didn't get any airplanes right now. And I think the reason for that is because we only have a road connection. And for some reason, tourists don't like road connections, because most likely they just come with their car. So they come with the plane with nothing but their feet. So they have to have some way to actually get away from the airport. And because we don't have that yet, I think that's why people are not going, because there's no pedestrian way they can actually choose. If I could try to just make a pedestrian pathway over there and see if people would actually use it, but that's pretty far away. So I'm not sure if I want to have pedestrians walking that far. So what we're going to do is we're placing a train station somewhere in here to actually bring that passengers from the airport down there, over there, right over there, no, right over here, to that one, to our central train station. And from there on, they can go wherever they want, because we have a very good connection, public transport-wise, from the central train station to everywhere else. That's why we do have so much pedestrians and so less cars in the car park. And to do that, I don't want to have the train. So what I do want to have is I want to have the train station be sunken in there somehow, and then have a connection over there to that train piece. And yeah, what I did here is actually I already did place all the walls, because basically it's the same like here with the terrain slopes there, so you can't get rid of those. You have to mask them, and that's here because where we actually used the let's call the surface network. I think it's called surface network. Let's see that one up so you know it. It's called surface network, exactly, and then you can use surface network for pavement, and that's what I used here. With that one you get the very nice slope, no, that's not a bend, a curve in here, and that will fit up pretty well. And then you have a little bit stick around. You can see those issues with the runway. I think I can clear that one. Yeah, it's like so. So this is not too nice. Like now, why is it so big? So if we can cover that one up, and we can actually get rid of those there. This is just when the pavement bleeds into that one. So, and there are also some mods on the workshop where you can have some decals to place around, which fit pretty well on airports. So that's what I may do here, some parking space for planes or whatever, or cars. That's completely open, and I maybe do this another time. It's not part of this episode to actually make all the beautification. The main part of this episode is actually to build a connection to the rest of the island, and that will be by train. So trains are pretty cool, and what we could basically do is we could add, there's this one where we do have the hubs. So we have that one train station, the metro monorail train hub. So one thing is we don't have I don't want to have a metro connection over there. Basically, I think I don't want to have that, but I'm going to do that one because it looks good. And if I put that one there, it would just make a lot of problems with basically a lot of problems with all the connections. So we do have 2 monorails, and I may want to use the monorail 1 line to go over here because I do have this big island, and there's no reason to not use the additional space we do have here. Maybe having some touristical area there or some leisure. So it's pretty far away, so this should be no issue with noise. We for sure won't have residential there, but I think I'm going to use that one because the only option for train would be the default train station, wherever it is. These, no, the normal train stations were there. So in that one, it just looks a little bit boring. Yeah, it's a little bit boring. So I think we're going to go with the hub one, just because it looks much better. It looks really good. And if it's sunken, actually, I think that would look even better. So we go to fit that somehow in there. And then we have to find a way to actually connect the railway over there. So first thing first, we need to remove that things. This is just some police and fire station we have to put there to get the markings away. So I'm just putting them over here. Maybe put them over there, because we will have some terrain things going on now. Okay, so the first thing now is I want to have that station. And that station has to connect on a road. And therefore, what I need is having a road. So we could now use a normal road being just underneath the upper road. But I'm not too sure if that's pretty wise and if we want to do that. So I'm basically more like opting to make a road to have the train station. Yeah, that's a little bit hard to do now, but I want to have the train station. How would that actually look? I think we cannot use it like so. But what could we do? Let's see. I mean, we could use the train station in a regular way too. Well, it'll be around that. We do have two train lines coming there. So we could use one train line going up there, and we could use another train line maybe going over there later on, not now. But maybe that's a good idea to have everyone coming with the plane wanting to go to our neighborhood cities. They could actually use that as well. Not sure if that's any benefit in terms of flight numbers, but we can see later on, so I think that's a good option to have. But we're basically here to do something else, because what I want to have is actually, where could we place that station in a very nice way? So I'm going to try something out. What about going not straight, but doing something like that? And to do so, what I have to do it differently. I do that road, and I'm setting that one, and then I go in -12 just to see how that would look, and then I'm just doing it like, give me a 135, whatever, or almost. So, and now I should be able to place that one in here, and that will be some odd result. So that's not deep enough. For the first, that's not deep enough. It has to be deeper to actually fit in there like so. And we would have to have a lot of work to actually cover everything up. So what we could try is basically move it and select those things and just see how deep we had to go in order to have everything hidden. So it would be like that, and we do get these very ugly things I don't want. And I would have to make that road. I would have to change that road, but would it look actually nice? Yes, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I would even move that one over. So if I'm going to place that one around there, like so. We do have multiple exits, I think. I'm not sure if the persons will exit on several hallways in there, or there's just one exit on that terminal. Not too sure about that one. But let's concentrate on the cargo train. We could actually turn it around. What about this one? What about so? Could we maybe that one? So we have a good side on the tracks, and we do find a way to actually get the monorail out, because that could be an issue to get the monorail out of there. So maybe it's even better to just have it straight. Now I think we're going to have it straight. It just gives us less headache to work with it. So it would be somehow around there, like so. So ideally, like so. Because we could make this one. I don't want actually raise that things, because I think we do get the borders then, like here. And that would look pretty odd, because I want to have there a transition to where people actually can go through, and then they would have these borders, which I don't want. So I'm opting to let that one free. So yeah, I think that's not too bad. So we can even go higher then. We can lift that one up just to see where the road would be. So somewhere like there, I think that's going to be pretty good. I think that's something I would have to want. So not sure about how deep this actually is. Can we somehow measure that? No, we can't. It says no high there. What we could maybe do is try to lower that road. No, it doesn't show us the road. I think that's not easy. I think that's not the way to go. So what we're going to do is we're making that one new, so it's actually rotated correctly. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'm not sure if this was 12, but I'm going to try that out now. So I'm not going to minus 18. I'm pretty sure minus 12 was too less. I'm going to minus 15, placing that one. And now going to place that station again, just to see if it's actually fitting in there. And actually it is. And I think we're going with that one. So we are at minus 15. And that's where we stay. So now, where should we move that stuff now? Should it be there? Because we need to take into account that we need to have a road going down there. I think we're going to do that one here. And we need to have a road going up again. That could be there. So that road could actually go up to here and join the rest of the highway here. And I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm not sure if this is properly aligned, but yeah, should be. Okay, so that's one thing. The next thing we need to do is actually turn this road into something else. And we do have the problems of that stations. And what I'm trying to do is actually put that stations somehow in here. So they won't be easily able to reach that. But this is... yeah, maybe we connect that road directly. And we now use the normal pieces and get back to 0 again. And we do so until here. And that I think we could just go up there, and then we need it raised to somewhere around there, and then back to normal again. And this does destroy our nice corner. This destroyed our corner. That's not what I want. No, it did destroy it. That's odd, because it moved that point over there. It moved that point, so yeah, I'm not too happy about that one. So yeah, it just did destroy it completely. It was so nice, and now it's destroyed. Okay, back again. We're back at usual. So I do want to have that, but I think we're going to move that somewhere. Going from there, that's very short. So I do want from them to come there. They are still able to go to a line they actually want to, and that would be too short. So ideally, it would join over there. So I think I'm getting rid of that and connecting this thing. I'm going to use that one over there. So for now, we're going for that, and that will be closed with some other tiles. And I think we're going to change that one as well. I don't want to have that one sloped. And it should look actually like the others do. So I'm going to change that as well. So we do have the one road. And the second road is going to be the same. And I'm changing that road to be elevated. There's that road. I think that was this one. And I'm going to change that one to elevated. Get rid of that. Has to be, yeah, let's elevate it all the way until over there. There will be elevated one. Okay, that's nice. So it's above the actual train station. And now we're going to place. I actually enjoy these road building. It's somehow very refreshing. I actually enjoy that pretty much. So I'm going to try to replicate the corner over there. And to do so, I have to start like here and go with a corner, and I think we have to go somewhere around there. No, it's too much. Yeah, I think that's good. 3 by 3, and we're doing the same over there. So we can move that one around later on, and when we're doing that, we do need this elevated as well, because the monorail will go underneath that. So this has to be elevated as well. Where is that one? That road. Let's go elevated. So this should be okay. This should be very okay. So now the next thing you need to connect is actually that road. And this will be later on going to be sloped. Oh my gosh, that's not going to work like I want it. That's not like I want it. So maybe connect that later. Go away. Oh no, it did actually. Why did it do that? Why? Why can I change the road? That's interesting. I can actually change that road. So, okay, fine. Since when is it possible to actually access that road without using touch it? Did it maybe automatically touch the road or something? I don't know. I don't know. It's unknown to me. So you have to stay over there. And I don't want you to move. So, okay, now that we know, I can actually connect them. Anyway, let's connect that. Now it's working. I have no idea why it wasn't working right before, but okay. I'm fine with that. So, and we need to connect that one as well. And I think we're going to find a nice transition. It actually doesn't need to be... It doesn't need to be that big, basically. Yeah, I think that one is pretty good. So this one is very close to what we want to reach. And then I'm going to try to move that around just to see how close we can get to the border. That transition is not very nice. It really isn't very nice, that transition. So I really don't want to have it all like that. So I'm going to move that one over here. And I think that's going to be like it is, and this will get a little bit less of a bend. Can we push that one even more? We can. We can actually. Look at that. It's working pretty good on the... I would like to have that one. And we try then with the node controller. And now we're going over here. Oh, it's actually too far. Let's go there. Having that fit. That's okay. And then we're having that one. Maybe that one not. Maybe let this one like it is. So that's what's going to be there. And now I'm going to use the road controller here. And setting it. Let's try 20. 20 looks pretty good to me. And turn off the road junction markings. And now this looks good. This actually looks pretty good. Let's give us a fast. There are no intersections. Why can't I place lines? That's interesting. Why doesn't it let me? Oh, because there's... No, you need that one. Is it true? Yeah, you have that one. Go. Okay, you're the wrong road. You're the wrong road. You need to be a one-way road. So let's do a one-way road. And I'm going to use something with no parking on the sides, so it transitions better with the width. I don't want parking, so I'm giving those down here. Turn that away. Those will be like that. Pretty funny that I can just change the road there, but okay. And I'm going to change that one here as well. to be that sort of road, going only that direction, and then it's going to go up here, back to the road. And we actually don't need 2 lanes. Really don't need 2 lanes. So what would be about that one? How would that look? Let's see. I don't know. I mean, we could do it like this. Let's see how that's looking. Oh, I changed that one. Why? What? Oh, no, it's not working because those roads cannot be elevated. Yeah, that was the reason. That was the reason. Could we use maybe that road? How's that road looking? Yeah, at least it's a one-way road, not a one-lane road, and I actually want just 1 lane. So what we could do here, maybe use, I think we can use the parking road then again. So we're going to use that because I want to have the same width. It's still not the same width. So why can't we have roads that actually look correctly? But somehow we can't. So that's the normal road with actual parking space around it, but it's not going to work the way I want. Okay, I'm still using it. And maybe I'm even placing right now the police in there. It's not going to snap. Why? Why? Why don't you want to snap down here? That's odd. That's odd. Because I would want to cover the rest with a wall and just have the entries visible. Ah, it's not working. Why? But why? Why don't you want to snap? Okay, we're trying something else. Getting rid of that road. And now it should be able to put that one. Why? Oh, because you're elevated. The the road down there is actually elevated. We don't want to have that road. That shouldn't be elevated. So yeah, let's do it like so. Yes, now. And now we can actually connect those buildings in here. And I think we do get why? Slope too steep. So why is your slope now too steep? That's interesting. So let's see what would happen with the road, because I think we're getting issues with checked surface. Yeah. It just disappeared. It just completely vanished. So yeah, we can do that, but then it's just hidden. So I'm not too sure. What's that one? No, what's that one? Get rid of that. Okay, that was a piece of road, and I'm not too sure what that thing actually was we saw on the road. So let's connect that one up again. And we do get some weird spaces here. Not sure how I can get rid of those. I think I can't. No, I can't get rid of those. So they are here to stay. So I think we're not going to have the police station down here. So we do need some way to have the police station somewhere. How could we do that? So I think we could. No, we could not do a lot of it because we do have the train station everywhere in the way. I don't know. I don't know. So we do need one more road going here to actually have the police. I'm not very happy with that. I would actually love to just hide them. Hide them in here. It's not going to place me. No. It's not going to let me place it there. So maybe yeah. So I think we're just going with them right now for here, and they shall sit there and we care for them later. Let's care for them later. What I actually want to do now, let's do that very rapidly. So we do have that line go over there, and that one goes over there and will be solid. I often do these lines very early on, but for a simple reason. It helps me to visualize where the roads are going, and that's why I do that very early, even when it means that that is going to be removed later on. So I'm lacking actually one. I think I'm going to do that like over there. Yeah, that should do it. And you could now attach the lines that are not the correct size and all that stuff, but this is nothing. The filler, yes, the filler, because the filler looks so nice. That's what we're going to do. We're putting the filler in there. We're going to use the chevron, and here we go. We do have our entry driveway to the actual train station. So that's the train station, and another thing, we need to have a pathway for passengers to go, and I would try to fit this in here. I'm not too sure if that's going to work how I want it to work, so let's get rid of the road guidelines and put that one there. And then see what's going to happen now. This is not so nice, but it looks like it's actually connecting. So what I'm going to do is I'm using that spot, say to object high, and bring that down here for one, and I'm do the same for this one, to object high to this one, and then I'm going to connect it to the road. Hopefully it's going to work. Let's see if it is. It basically is, but I think we're getting rid of that one, and we're getting rid of the snap, and it's not. So no, that's not going to work that well. I think we have to make that one differently. Not too sure how. Maybe get rid of that and place the pathway. Is that actually in the correct height? Yeah, it is. And place that one over here. And then it is connected, but the floor is not there. And I'm not sure how the peeps are actually going to work with that. But maybe we're just moving that one. First off, we're moving that one over here, because they are not supposed to pass over here anyway. So we're going to use that one. And then I'm going to get rid of that and trying to get this one connected over there. That's not going to work, but what would be if we change it to elevated? Well, like so. And now this looks much better. And now we use the node controller to make an actual... No, come on, node controller, yeah, to make an actual pass for the people to go there. So that's okay. That's something we could use. Now let's care for the actual train connection, and I will use the lower one. And to do so, I'm first off lowering that piece over there, lowering that to that one. So we do have one way to go up there. Then I'm going to use some... Where it is, there it is. Using some train track and setting that to follow the terrain should follow. And I'm going to bring out... Maybe I'm going from here, and I'm going from here. I'm making a nice round corner to go somewhere there, 7, to over there. So we do have that one. And then I'm going to go over like there. It will be hidden later on anyway, so not too... Oh, you could actually make it straight, I guess. Just need to see that it's going to be hidden later on, so that's what you're going to do. So it will go in here. And that's our train track. So we do have now our first train track connected to the plane, and basically it should be functional, not very pretty yet, but at least functional. So what we do is we're setting up a train connection from here. Did it connect? Yeah. From here to our main train station. But which one, which terminal should we use? And one from the upper ones. So I'm going to use that terminal, which is not accessible. This is not accessible, so why isn't it accessible? Would it be to go... No, something's not correctly now. There's somewhere no connection. Oh, I used the wrong. I need to use that one, because we do have 2 tracks over there. So now, yes, now it works. And I'm going to use the middle one. And then going back. So that's all these line will do. Bring passengers from the airport to the main central station over there. So, and now we should just we just should see some passengers coming in there, hopefully soon. And the next thing we shall do, or we shall at least try out, is to hide all this stuff. And we don't have ploppables for sand. So we don't have sand. So we either have to make that one green or pave it. And in order to pave it, we could actually already think about what we could do with the spaces coming here, because this one will actually stay. For some sort, we could place a road in here, make it normal. We could just place some road over here. Why is it 50 degree? Why does it want to go? Why doesn't it want to go 135? So that's odd. Can we have something like? Can we have that one? It's not going to give me 135 degrees for whatever reason. He dislikes that one. So let's try that. What would happen if we go like so? Okay, we are underneath. We don't want to be underneath. We already have forgotten how to use that. So we do go over here, and we go over. I think we're going over there to have that road. And it should be like so. So somehow it didn't use the correct alignment. But there's where we go in, and we do need a little bit more of the island because the train is actually going underneath, and that should be over land and not somewhere else. So this is just a helper road for now. So I'm going to use that one to go up like there, and then I'm using it like so. So this will be our actual coastline here. So we do make a coastline later on. So this will be some part we can have some buildings, and we'll do have also use a little bit space from here to go like there. Have a straight corner over there, then go over here. We could use some other buildings over there, but for now that should work to just give us. Oh, there's traffic jam. There's already a traffic jam in there. What's going on? So it just takes a lot of time for the trains to actually pick up the passengers. So what would happen? No, I think we cannot use both train stations, because for a station you have to say which track to use. So yeah, we just have to accept that there's now some traffic jam with trains. Is this actually transporting passengers? I have no idea. Will we actually get passenger trains? No, we only get cargo. We do get a lot of cargo trains in here. So we have that one, and we could now try to actually start covering things up. Not too sure about how we shall approach that one there. But I think we're going to get a helper in here as well. So do I want to use a quay? I could use I could use a quay and let the train actually stay visible. So why not do that? So we don't need to care about tunnels, because it would just stay visible, and I'm actually liking that idea somehow. So maybe I'm going to do that later on. This will be another episode, all leading, just trying out different things, and which of them are going to work. Are you a passenger? No, you're cargo. So we still have no passengers in here. And this is something we definitely need to cover up. So that's something I'm going to try right now. If that will be easy to cover up or not. So turn it all away. Go away. We just need the angle, and then we're placing it somewhere where the road will be. Somewhere around there. Just giving me that road. So, oh no! Oh no, it does basically. It removed. It removed the way. So I have to do it away again. So let's do the plate. That's very annoying. That's very annoying. And I want to have it elevated, please. And I'm going to go -15. That's not going to work. Why do you make a tunnel? Why does it make a tunnel when I say it shall do elevated? Okay, so let's try that way, like it was before, and use the movie tool instead. And see if that's going to work. I'm not even sure if people... There's one guy. At least there is one. So I think they are able to move there. So now, try again that thing. I want the wall. And I want the wall to not destroy the walking way. So maybe I have to turn off that one. Yeah. On that wall is actually going to be right over there. And it's also going to be right over there as well. So, and now we're going to move that wall. Do we move the wall? Yeah, I think we're moving slightly the wall. Let's find all the spots to be able to actually move the whole wall. There we go. And now we can move the wall until... Why is it not? Yeah. So, like this. I don't want the railing. And now I'm lowering it until it's underneath the pathway. So that's one way to do it. And the next thing we have to do is we have to cover up that piece. And I think we're going to use the network here. And I think we're using the surface network. That's too big. I think that's too small. So, and there we have to get the angle, and somehow it's still trying to no, it don't. And then we're going to put that one over there, and I'm going to try to make that one straight, and then we're going to connect. No, we're not going to connect anything. We're just selecting the points up here. And then moving that one over there, and it fits very well. And I'm lowering it, doesn't help at all, but at least you look at that. Look at that. And that's the thing, you need the network surfaces, because that's what they do really good. I mean, they do that really good. And I'm going to move that one over here. Okay, at least over there. And just see how it's lining up with the border. That looks all pretty good. So that's basically one piece of it. Yeah, the one thing, it overlaps now the road. So that's not ideal. So maybe use the smaller one. Let's get rid of that one again. And use the smaller piece. But I think that's too small. So let's put that one in here. To go up to here. And now we're going to move it around and see if it's big enough or if we need to move something. So let's move that one over there. No, that's too small. So now I have two options. I could actually move the wall, but I think I'm going to move the wall more outwards and use the bigger network instead. That's what I'm going to do. So let's use the bigger one. And we're going to use it up here, from here to there. And snap to the corner without overlapping into the road too much. So that's what we're doing here. It's not interfering with the road now, but we have to move our wall. I hope we can select the wall pieces now. No, we can't. No, it's not going to, because both of it, it's actually network, so this gives us now a little bit of headache to select the proper nodes. So yeah, we can select one of them, and it would be very nice if there would be something like select all linked. Is there something? No, 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 no. But can we maybe pick? Can we pick something? No, it's not able to pick something. So maybe if you know that's possible to now, if I do have one point, to actually select all the points going. No, it's now selecting whatever, but not what I actually want. So it's aha, that was a button. But I do want to have that one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're selecting that pieces over there. Just not sure. Maybe we delete the wall. But how can we delete the wall? So this would be actually... Oh, there's the wall. There was the wall. No, it's not the wall. Is that the wall? Come on. Are you the wall? You are actually the wall. That's nice. So we do have one wall selected. So I think that one is actually the wall. And that is the wall as well. There should be the other wall. If we can... There's the wall. And there should be some other piece as well. Over there. Okay, I think it's you. And I'm now going to move that one to go right there. That's okay. That's nice. So the next thing is we're moving that pathway over here. I think I'm accepting that will have a railway, and that will be that way. That's pretty nice. So we're going to move that one over here. Like so. And that will go up and end at the road, and I think we're going to move that one even over there. So they have... I can't actually now move that... There it is. So moving that one over there. I'm going to use it even like so. I'm moving that one a little bit over there, so it's going to be straight. So now look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to hide the railway like so. And bring that one a little bit out. Here we go. That's a nice way. That's pretty cool. So we use that. And we do have the wall over there, and we could use the actual painter to paint that thing down here. And that, now look at that, get rid of the grid please. So here we go. So now this is something, and we can now place all sorts of ads and placards and reclaims all there, so it looks better, and we can place some lights or whatever. So now they are able to use the station, go to the airport, and take a plane, not a train. So they take the plane in there. And I think when this is connected to that road, which is pretty nice, I'm going to have the police station in there as well. So that's good anyway. And I think that one will be a quay. So let's try it. Let's try this one with a quay before we end. So we're going to need the road guidelines, I guess. And I'm going to use it here and just see how that's going to work. That looks pretty good to me. That looks not too bad. And we do have the same over there. Should be like so. And then that would be somehow around like... Should connect right like there. And then we do the same on the other side. It will be somewhere around here. And going over... Yeah, why not? Could just go there. And we're just trying to get some nice... like so. That's not too pretty actually, but we could fix that with a little bit of terrain adaptation. Quays are a pretty easy way to do that. It's much easier than actually using these walls you saw before. Maybe do not use the road guidelines now. Just give me a proper length about right here. And yeah, it's not perfectly because the... So, something like that. But that's not going to be correct because we need to move the trains first. So they actually align much better to fit there. I think something like... And we can actually use that point, I think, to align that one up first. Let's do that. And then I'll go over there. We do have the train. Go over here. The train tracks actually disappeared somehow. Now they're back. I think that's going to be pretty good. Not perfect. Someone doesn't look very straight. Let's bring that one down there. And let's bring that one over here. And that one goes right there. We do have to fix the terrain actually. Yeah, we should get some clearance. I cannot, I think I cannot. Can I select that one point from the quay somehow? Is it going to give me a handle? No. Where's the handle? Come on, give me that handle. Okay, let's do segments only. Nodes only. We need nodes. Will it actually snap to that node? That's not my node. Come on, give me that node. No, he's not. He's not willed to give me that node. That's the segment. The segment is working. But for some reason... Oh, this could be the node. Let's try to select that one. Where was it? Come on. Yeah, that one. And... can we use it like so? Can we now move that one without selecting anything else? No, it's not going to give me anything. Why is... Yeah. So where do I need to have my mouse placed in order to have that work? Can we please select only that? Only... Where was it? Where is it? Come on. Where were you? What? There. There. Can we use the cursor? Yeah, we can use the cursor. So just bring it over like so. That's actually all we need to do. We lower that. Maybe we use the tool to object height like that. So we do have this one in a quay, and that's pretty good. That's nice enough, and we're going to try fiddle around with the terrain until this is going to work. And we actually could use a quay there as well. We could basically do that, but I think the transition over there would be very... Shall we try that one with a quay? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try this as well. So we're going to put a quay to go, I don't know, like here, to go over there. And it is too high, but I don't care too much about that right now. And I'm going to place it somewhere. Let's place it... Yeah, let's place it over there. And what we now need to do is we actually have to lower the quay. And I'm going to do it like so. So it's basically underneath the road. And once you do lower it too much, it actually will take the terrain with it. And we have to cover up that bits and pieces over here. But that's basically going to work. And we actually lost that one. So bring that to object high of U. And I actually don't know why the other one did stay where it was. So just bring that down here. So we do have that one. And then we would have an open sort of that. And we will cover that one up with surface pieces. Could actually be to make that one green and bring the wall over there. So pulling that wall out over here and cover the rest. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's try this as well. Use move there, make it single. We should be able to hold onto that and bring that wall over there. Should try to cover the rest. So I'm going to So I'm going to move that one over here. Maybe go over there. No, go over here. I'm going to go over here. And then I'm using another wall like that, and it should connect now. over here. No. No, no. Come on, you almost... That one. Yeah. And then we're turning off the road guidelines. What we're going to do is now... it's going to snap, so turn off snapping. And I'm bringing that wall over here. And then go... I think we don't need any more. We just need to go until here something. Until here. So it actually blends in with the rest of the wall. And then we're using the movie tool again. Selecting that node and that node. And bring that to that node. Like so. So now we have that road, and that will hopefully cover the rest of it once we did that. And I'm not totally sure if I'm going to record that, but we'll see, because it can be a very lengthy process. Okay, so I think this episode is long enough. What we actually tried to do was connect the airport with a train to the rest of the world, and that's what we actually did. It's not completely nice and snuggly right now, but that's going to clear up once we have all finished. But for now, why is it now? Okay, you have lost your lines. Why did you lost your line? So I can just select that one, and I think it's going to snap over there to connect those. No. Oh, let's do this. Let's do it new. Yeah, that happens when you remove pieces. It just loses the train connection. Could be if you repair it. No, we have no connection. So somewhere the line is broken. Where is it? There's a connection. There's no connection. So we don't have a connection over here. So what I'm going to do is move it around. Yeah, here is back again. So if you have this issue with lost train tracks, just use move it and move it. Just move it a little bit around. Normally that solves the issues, because it forces the nodes to get recalculated, and that's normally enough to make it happen. So it's still a very naked airport. There is not much to see, not much to do. It's just a functional thing. And I think I'm going to do some beautification and adding more roads to that. So there's something to do, and I hope you actually enjoyed that one episode for whatever you saw until now, and we'll see you the next time. See you, bye, have a good night.